Okay, so we're going to be here doing a replay review for Kyubi on his Windranger. We got Blink Dagger, he went to Midas. That's interesting build. I don't see that too much on Windrangers. I like the Bloodthorn, Blink Dagger, Standard, Ag Standard. Let's take a look at the graphs right here real quick. 6 and 7. 436 GPM. I think that should be a little better with Midas. Once again, I'm not sure that the Midas pick is what you want to go for. But if you do, your GPM should be higher. 82 last hits in a 1 hour game is a little on the low side. So we're gonna take a look at this. See what we can do to help you better. Okay. Probably should have done this before I started the video. Watch replay. Here we go. I'm assuming this is a mid lane Windranger. I think you said it was in the Reddit post. Mid lane Windranger. Windrunner, Windranger, same thing, same thing. Wow, this is taking a long time to load this game. Da, 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 da. Hey. Wow, this is taking a long time. Jesus. Okay, here we are. We're gonna get through this lag. Right.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. So let's take a look here at your starting items. Okay. Null Talisman, Tango Standard. I would suggest not buying the Tangos. Trying to get two pooled from one of your each from one of your supports. Buy a branch, and if you're Fairy Fire, because you could save yourself. You don't really need 4 Tangos because you usually go bottle. And if you get those 2 tangos pooled, the 1 branch, and need assistance, you don't have to leave the lane. You can drop the branch, make it a tree, eat one of your tangos. That'll save you a little bit of gold, get you towards your bottle a little bit quicker. The Null Talisman Standard, though. Okay, let's see. What you go for here? Oh, you're gonna go to the rune. Something you guys should make a note of is you definitely need a sentry. Oh, okay. Are you gonna contest this? Okay. What you should make a note of is you need a sentry mid. There's gonna be a Riki. You know, there's Riki most likely roaming, especially in this day and age with the Spirit Breaker chart. Get a sentry in the mid. Ask for one. If you don't get one, you're gonna have to play a little more passively in the mid lane. Okay, so you get your rune. Are you gonna go for the block? Are you gonna make it? Do you make it? No, you don't make it. Okay. Well, neither did they. So now we're gonna watch this a little bit. Okay. Okay, well, Autumn right away. Is this a mid Riki? Okay, now you definitely are going to need that sentry. Right when you see this, you should request a sentry. And the first thing I'm noticing is, Windranger is not the easiest hero to last hit on. But CS, being the ability to last hit in the lane and creep equilibrium is something that I'm going to see that's going to be an issue here. Well, the creep equilibrium is all right for now, but the ability to last hit is a little something you should work on. As you see right there, you missed another one. You see a 2-2 at 1 minute. Pull down the game stats here. It is better than the Ricky, who hasn't even tried to touch a creep yet, which makes no sense to me. But, yeah. No, that's it. Okay. So, we're gonna keep going here. Anything major happens. Your creep equilibrium is decent. You're keeping the lane in one place. Okay, so we're gonna pause here. So when he has a surplus of creeps, ranged creeps here, when he has 2 or more, if possible, you should, as long as you only have 1, you should try to kill off the excess to keep the creep wave right where you want it, which is right here. If he has more than 1 range creep and you have 1 or less, the wave's going to push, in which then it's going to be under tower, and that's going to make it a lot more difficult to CS. So if your range creeps, if you have a different amount as he does, you want to keep that equal, and also you want to avoid drawing the creep aggro to you by clicking on their hero. If you click on their hero, you want to pull it back so that so if you click on their hero, like right click to attack, and your animation happens, you're going to draw the aggro from the creeps, and you can pull that back to kill your ranged creep. But you don't want to do that, and if you're harassing, you don't want to draw that, because the creeps will hit you instead of your creeps, and while your creeps continue to hit them, so that'll cause the lane to push. Just something that's important in the creep for creep equilibrium and keeping the lane in your favor. Like as of now, you got these 2 here, and you got 1 more coming here. So you're going to want to kill these 2 off. You only have 1 here. So you're gonna, if you kill these 2 with these creeps coming in, these creeps are gonna do a little bit of damage here. So the lane is gonna stay here as long as you kill these 2. If these 2 survive somehow and this lane gets here and they stay, the lane's gonna continue to push. And they're gonna be hitting under the tower again, and Ricky is going to be able to either he could dive you if he wants. He doesn't have any level in smoke, so that's probably not a great idea. But yeah, so let's keep going. Okay, good. See, you missed the CS, but those 2 creeps are gone. The equilibrium's good. See, now, okay. Good. That's good. Okay. Another creep equilibrium thing here. You got 3 creeps, you got 1. These are going to kill these. You should start hitting on this creep, because you want to kill these off, because there's another wave coming here, and then it's going to push your tower. So when this is happening, you should be hitting, just auto-attacking this creeper over here, or this one. Also, you should be trying to deny the creeps. You know, now it gives you XP for denies. It's always positive. Okay. Do not, as much as you think it's a good idea, you free CS, do not power shot the creep wave. It pushes it, gives him an advantage. You're at a disadvantage. Like you're not at a point where you can go jungle in between while the creep wave's pushed. So I would not double power shot the wave and just declare it. You should just keep farming it static underneath there, in this area right here. It'll give you the best farming ability, as well as you're closer to tower, Spirit Breaker ganks. It's really safe right in this area. If you can keep the wave there, you are in great shape. As you see, you are leading in the in CS. Just imagine if you go do last hit practice, you could be double what you are right now almost, and you'll be out of this 1K bracket immediately. I promise. Good, I like their harassing. Oh, good. Harassing the Ricky whenever possible is great, especially since he's a melee hero. He has to get up close to the creeps. If you don't make him feel safe, he's not going to hit the creeps anymore. Good. Okay. That's a decent power shot. With the creep wave coming in, he's got the double range creeps. See, now if you had a sentry here, you would be able to kill him off. You don't even know what he's doing. Okay, let's see how you handle this. Okay, you see it coming. Good. Oh, that's great. That's good reaction. I like that. Did you? Yeah, no, that was a good play for sure. Okay. So, see if you had a sentry here, you'd probably be able to kill this Ricky. See what you do here. Okay, be cautious with the Spirit Breaker. You don't see the Ricky. That's an appropriate time to Shackle Shot the wave. Creep, Power Shot. Why do I keep saying Shackle Shot? Power Shot the wave.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As of I see right now, I don't think your landing stage is going well enough to buy Midas, so I really don't think that's viable. You should have bought that item in this game. It really slowed you down. Okay, that's a good escape from the ganks. It's a good escape. Now, what are you doing? Okay, Battle Crow. Good. I mean, it's 6 minutes. You should have just went down bottom and grabbed the rune. It's a double damage rune that could have been really effective with level 6. You could have gone with that straight to bottom, killed the Bloodseeker, came back to mid, continued to farm. Or you could have taken it and went top, killed Sven, and continued the farm.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
But you're just farming. That's good. I think when you get level 6 on Windranger, you wanna move. You wanna go somewhere. You've got good potential, especially if you you should buy those phase boots. If you can get those phase boots up, phase boots level 6, level 7 should be with, especially with like a hero like a Lion, Sand King, should be a free kill on any hero. There you go. You got your phase. Okay, that's good. So far, you have the right itemization. Now, you either go for the Maelstrom, the Blink Dagger, or some do the Aghanim Scepter, but I like the Blink Dagger better myself. Blink Dagger Maelstrom should be the item to go to here next. Okay, so you're rotating in here. That's a good play. You know, Shackle Shot right under the tree. Go for the Power Shot instead of committing the ultimate. Oh, you're almost close on the Power Shot there. Okay, now, let's see. You should go back to mid, farm the mid. You want to take that tier 1 tower by 12, 13 minutes every time. So if you're going to... Are you going to shrine up here? Yeah, good idea not to use your shrine. Good night. If you... oh, good try, good try. No, that's the right play for sure. So what you should do now is you should refill your bottle. You should come back to mid, and while they're doing things bottom, you should try to take this tier 1 tower. Clearing that tier 1 tower creates a lot of space for your team. And being Windranger, if you get just a Bladestone with your Focus Fire, you could really take it down really easily. Especially if you get like this double damage rune here. You just press R, they're most likely not going to contest. If they do, you win, run away. Even if you have this, you could tell the Sand King to sit in the area. There's a lot of things you can do here. Okay, well, you TV back bottom. You're looking for another kill. I guess nobody's going to be there. I mean, how Ricky is, but you don't know that because you guys don't carry detection. I'm going to tell you right now. I saw you play a support as well. Detection is going to be, as a support player in the low tier brackets, if you carry detection, you will win a lot of games. Most low tier players that are playing Invis heroes don't expect you to carry dust or sentries, and if you do that, right away you're going to get a lot of kills. You're going to win a lot of games. Like that Ricky, if you had a sentry in the lane, dead. He'd probably come back a couple minutes later, dead. Okay, now they got a Pugna here. That's an interesting, because he has Decrepify, so you can't really just use your ult on him. But a Power Shot does a lot of damage to him as being a naturally squishy hero. As level 5, you should know that he can't life drain you. Oh, that's a really good chakra shot. See, you should have waited until you had power shot, so you could have set it up properly, because you know you can't focus fire into because he's got Decrepify. Definitely should have just power shotted him there, or waited to chakra shot then power shot. Okay, so is this where you're saving up for the Midas? I'm not a big fan of this. I really think if you get a Maelstrom or a Blink Dagger, you could be much more effective. I think the Maelstrom purchase is a lot better with your ult, and it helps you farm faster. I think that's a much more value purchase than a Midas in this particular game. Oh, oh, so close. Okay. What you should be doing, you gotta kill this wave, hit the tower. Kill this wave, hit the tower.
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, your movements are good. Your understanding of the Nether Blast and how to dodge it, good. A lot of people ignore it too, or just don't know how to, especially at the 1K level. And I think that you understand those mechanics is important. Okay. Thinking's dead. Where the hell did you go? Oh, you're over here. You should be going towards the fight here. I think that you could get a chakra shot on 2 heroes here, instead of just buying your Midas. Like, first of all, I really don't like that pick. Midas is only when you're extremely ahead in the lane. If you can get it, 15 minutes is way too late for Midas. It doesn't pay for itself for another 10, and by then, this game went long, but it could be over by then. If you don't get another item as the mid hero, you need a lot of output. This item really doesn't provide that. There's a few mid laners that I do like the Midas on, such as Invoker, sometimes an OD or a Puck, but they don't have really many other farming mechanics. While if you buy a Maelstrom, it's a lot better.
Just as much help as bottom.
See, now if you had a Maelstrom, you'd farm this camp a lot faster, and you wouldn't have to waste all your mana on power shots, and or you could be fighting with your team. Because you got more damage, more attack speed, instead of just AFK farming creeps. Okay, let's go. Okay, so you see your AFK farming. Like as a mid Windranger, you should be moving around and trying to get kills. Shackle shot, focus fire, power shot right now are really strong. Since a lot of heroes don't, especially like the Pugna, the Bloodseeker, the Riki, aren't really tanky, as well as the fact that you should be trying to take this tier 1. There's a lot more you could be doing here besides AFK farming, and I think that once you realize that, you're gonna grow astronomically in MMR. Okay. Well, now your mid tower's taken. It's really not that safe to go back here and farm, because you got the Spirit Breaker and the Rookie threat, especially since you have no sentries. This is where I would go to a sideline, like you are right now. Either fight with your team or farm the creeps there. That's good. That's a good play right there. Good. I'm not sure if you needed the Focus Fire there, because the Rookie was already low. You had the Zeus for the burst. I think you should have just... So you hit the Shackle for the power shot, he would have died either way. In that case, I'm pretty sure you just misclicked on the creep. I don't know if you meant to go for the creep to hero shackle, but obviously just click on the hero there. That's a good play. Now you gotta get out. That's good. Okay. Good series of events. Okay, actually that was a really good play. Okay, that was good. That was good. And you knew to stop there. The power shot, there's nothing they could do to you. The only thing that could have been an issue is if the Riki was continuing to follow you, throws down a smoke. What's important to know going into any game, any lane, any situation is you need to think So, say you pick Windranger, and you see these heroes. You need to think, what is the worst possible thing that could happen? You get a Pugna and a Riki. You get a Pugna in the lane, and you have a Riki come and roam and gank you every 5 seconds. You need to prepare for that. In every situation you go into, when you go into a team fight, you need to think, what is the worst that could happen here? When you go to make a gank, when you go to do anything, you need to think about what is the worst that could happen here. And if the negatives outweigh the positives of that, that is when you should do that. Obviously, late game situations, you're losing, you need to make things happen, that changes differently. But in the beginning of the game, when everything's even, you should be thinking about that. Like, say you don't have vision, you go to gank a support hero that's farming a lane by themselves. You need to think, who is this a bait? Why is this happening? What happens if I go there? If I don't get this kill, what could happen? If I do get the kill, is it worth it for me to die for that kill? You need to be thinking about these kinds of things as you go around the map, as you farm, as you play the game, even in the picking phase. Once you pick your hero, you need to think about, you don't know where they're going to put the heroes. You need to, especially in the lower bracket, in 1K, who the hell knows where heroes are going to lane. You need to think about the worst possibilities and prepare for that. Especially when you're not in the mid lane and you're itemizing for the laning stage. You need to think about that. What is the worst that could happen, and how can I prepare for it? So you should be farming here. Use your Midas. You need to use your Midas. You need to use your Midas. You need to use your Midas. If your Midas is off cooldown for more than 10 seconds and you're alive, you should not buy that item. I really think, because it's all about efficiency. Midas is all about efficiency. And if you are not efficient with the item, it doesn't pay for itself, especially in a case like this. I'm not sure exactly what you were doing there. The sentry was a bit late. I recommend. That was interesting. I don't really know what happened there. You missed the shackle shot. Okay. So you got your blink. That's good. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see how you use it though. Okay, you're just gonna go back to farming. 20 intelligence. Wow, that's a really good talent. Okay. Let's go take a look at that. Okay. So you see the Pugna. He throws his Nether Bast. What do? You shackle shot. Okay. You see that blow off. You're already down to 900 health. Now, you see there's a Bloodseeker in the area. I don't know. You do see the Spearbreaker coming. You've already used Shackle Shot. What is the safe thing to do here? Well, let's see what you do. Okay. Okay, you do not sit there and hit this guy. Once the stun is over, he's gonna decrep, and he's not gonna die anyway. You need to just run away. Right when you see the Spearbreaker coming for you, you see this guy here, and you see the Riki jump, you need to run. Like, you stand there, I don't know. I think you're dead either way in that situation. Yeah, you're probably dead either way in that situation, but if worst comes to worst, you gotta run. You gotta try. Run away, do what you can. Yeah, that's a tough fight. You're probably dead either way. It happens. People die. Okay, so... So you have 108 CS at 24 minutes. That's okay. That's about 5 CS a minute. It's all right considering you're 1.7k and you are a Windranger. If you win Maelstrom, I'd expect it to be a little higher. You'd have a little more gold. That's a good stun. No, I cancel the charge. But now you see you're wasting time. You're just walking back and forth. What are you trying to get accomplished here? You could push this top. Also, TP. Oh, you got a TP on you. Okay. Okay. Good. You TP into the fight here. See, that was not the right play. You see, I'm assuming you know how Sven works. And his ultimate now gives him strength, and his war cry gives him armor. So we're gonna watch here as you TP in. Your Zeus dies. Your Lion has no mana. You TP in, and you hit him. Without Ags, you have the damage reduction. So your ult reduces your damage, and he's got the armor from Warcry. Warcry gives him 20 bonus armor. So he's at 32 armor. Okay, 32 armor with your 40% reduction. You're not going to touch him. What you do there is you TP in. You realize you TP in. You think there's going to be a fight. There is no fight. Okay, let's go back a little farther. Okay, so the Zeus dies. Lion has no mana. You TP in. He uses that. You just run away. Like with God Strength activated, there's no chance you kill him anyway. That's just something you need to know. You just really think about what's the kill potential here. There is no kill potential here, and you need to go back to farming. The Zeus dies. Maybe you throw the stun to try to save the Lion, and you run away. At most, that's what you do. Okay, so you're gonna come back bottom. Go to farm. You gotta use your Midas. Okay, good. Clean up the camp. Now you see this Bloodseeker. Blink. Shackle. Okay, that's fine. It didn't need to. But you really gotta be careful. Fighting around Shrine, really bad idea. Do not recommend. But they don't pop Shrine, nor do they fight near it, which is really interesting. But, yeah, that's okay. So you're going for your Ags. I like that. You need to prioritize this item. It's really important. I don't go at first. You get your phase boots. Don't go straight into an Ags because you don't have any mobility. You don't have any other farming. You don't have any farming. So I would recommend going Maelstrom. You should have just TP'd right away. No need to run away from the tower. Wind run, tower won't hit you. Just TP and run away. You just TP. You wind run, TP. The Sven wasn't around. You were under the tower, but he'd already used his Nether Blast. You press E TP. Running, give them the power to kill you in that situation. Just TP right away. I do like the fact that you're carrying TPs against Bloodseeker. That is obviously important, as Bloodseeker can't stun you. So that's good. You just press E and TP. It just comes with knowing the game. Okay, your team dies. Here you go. Okay, so you go. Good. You go to farm the top. Oh, that's good. Okay. Also, something you're going to want to consider is when you get past your tier 1 tower, once you're in like a dangerous area, do not use your blink to farm creeps. It's maybe not quite as... Whoa, what just happened? Back to my point. It's not quite as efficient. And if you see a Spearbreaker coming, obviously you could shackle shot him, but if you can't, you can always blink away, buy you a second shackle shot. As well as everything else, you don't ever use your blink to get from creep camp to creep camp. You're not an anti-mage, it's not on a force and cooldown. You're gonna need that to. You may need that to escape. If you have fast fingers, you have it in a easy to use slot with a hotkey. Do not use that to point camp to camp to camp. Okay, let's go back and see what you did here. Okay. Okay, so you run in, you blink, you stun. What? Oh, you didn't use Windrun. I think it was because Ricky smoke. Let's see. Let's see. So, something I don't recommend, actually, no, that's fine. So, you shackle him. You shackle him and you use your focus fire. You don't use Windrun. You... Okay, let's slow this down. I really do have a hard time seeing what's happening here. Okay. Okay, so you blink in, you throw your shackle. It doesn't hit anything. You get the short stun, you focus fire. Now you get the blink. You move forwards, and you stand in the smoke while he's decrept. Now that comes back to thinking about what is the worst thing that can happen. Okay? So you blink in, you blink on the Sven. I don't know if you... Do you have vision? Fog. Yep. Fog dire. Okay. Wait. So you have vision on the Pugna here. Okay. Actually, you don't. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's see what you see. Invisibility. So you see the Pugna. You do see the Pugna. You know the Pugna's there. You blink in. See, what you need to think is you see the Pugna. You are primarily physical damage. Pugna will decrepify him every time. Every time. So you need to think, like, he decreps you, you're sitting there, he can't hit you, but you can't hit him. Now, you need to think that there's Spirit Breaker coming. That you were the first one to show, so the Spirit Breaker is most likely charging you. And you need to think that, now you need to think about the worst thing that's going to happen. The worst thing that could happen. So he decreps. Spirit Breaker charges, Ricky's there, you're dead. You need to, immediately when he decreps, you need to run away. You need to run away because the counter initiation's coming. Your Lion's not there. Your Sand King is dead. This is not an engagement you want to take. You don't have vision in the area. This all comes back to thinking about the worst possible thing before you do something. Before you initiate, you need to make sure. You need to make sure that it's going to be a positive outcome. You need to think about what's the worst thing that could happen. And how you could die in this situation. You blink in, you only see the Sven, you don't know enough. Sven is a tanky hero, you miss the shackle. Once you miss the shackle, you should run away anyway. Because he could pop his ult, he could stun you. There's so much he can do to survive, and there's so little you can do to kill him, and so many possibilities for you to die. So that's what I recommend. You really need to think about your engagements, think about what's happening before them. Even if it's a split second, just look at the heroes. Just remember who they have. They have great counter initiation heroes on this team with the Ricky and the Spirit Breaker. So now you're down to 4-4. Okay, let's get you to alive here. You really want to finish this eggs. I recommend you just go farm the eggs. You just need to go farm this eggs. Let's see. Okay, so you stun, you shot your shot. Okay, good. Good. Now you run away. Good. Okay, that's good engagement. Now you go to farm. You should really farm. 2 heroes down, farm the map. Your support should be warding. You should be getting a vision advantage. Meanwhile, once again, don't blink the creeps, because say Spirit Breaker's charging you, you need the way to get out. You need to shackle him, you need to blink out. Don't blink around from creep camp to creep camp. That is your escape, as well as Windrun. Also, don't use Windrun to move camp to camp. Okay. You got 1700. I would put this point booster in for the Ogre Club. It gives you more. 175 mana, 175 health. This gives you 190 health. That is it. This gives you a little more of both. I'd keep that in there.
Are those cracks in Dyer's top tower?
This is where a Maelstrom. This is really where I think you should have bought a Maelstrom. That'll really help you farm up those camps quicker. Well, you would already have this Aghanims. 33 minutes is way too late for an Aghanims on this hero. It's just it just falls off. Your hero, you need to be getting more kills by this. You need to have your Aghanims. You need to be building into something more, like a crit or a MKB, depending on whether or not you think they're going to go evasion. You see, once again, the Midas is not the play. You don't need the attack speed. You don't need it. You get the Maelstrom so much better, but I think I've said that enough now. So you get your Aghanims. This is when you guys want to fight. You should tell your team that you got 2 down. You got to get a vision. You need to get a vision up, and you should smoke and go. With your Blink Initiation and the Aghanims, you should be able to pick off anyone with the help of your team. Just a lion stun. Oh wow, Lion's rushing Ags. That's awful. With a Lion Zeus, you guys could go around and kill anybody. You could kill the Sven, you could kill the Spirit Breaker, you could kill the Bloodseeker, you could kill the Breaker with Detection, you could kill anyone. You just move it to 3, you buy a smoke, you Blink Initiate, and it should be easy enough. But you wait, okay, so here's something. You waste too much time. You run around for no reason doing random things. You need to go either camp to camp to camp, lane, camp, camp. You need to develop a farming pattern that you use on all your heroes. That's really important here. As you see, you have 151 CS at 35 minutes. All these heroes are way under farmed. So what you need to focus on is, if you want to do a coaching session, I'd be happy to do it with you, is you need to develop a farming pattern. You need to go from either the wave, you need to push out the wave to the river. You don't want to cross the river too much, especially if you don't have vision, especially in this area over here. Then you need to go camp, 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 do these to the wave over here. After you do the wave over here, you go to these camps, you go to the wave over here, you could hit these camps since you have all this vision, and then you come back, you repeat. Then you TP to fights. But you need to be farming, and you need to be farming more efficiently. Your farming isn't efficient right now. It could be. It takes some practice, as well as your early game last inning. See, don't blink to your players. They see you blink in, they take an advantage. They know 12-second cooldown. They know they're going to charge you, and they know they can kill you. Especially since you don't see them. See, they're coming at you. If the Spirit Breaker was already charging, you could be in big trouble. Midas, please, 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 Midas. Okay. Midas 101. Do not do that. I know you think I'm getting more gold. You're getting more gold. You need the experience. You're level 20. Your level 25 talent is 30% cooldown reduction or 150 attack range. Those are both really good talents. You need to do that. You need to maximize your efficiency. Once again, maximizing efficiency. Once you get to level 25, you use your Midas on whatever the hell you want. But until you get to 25, you use it on the big creep, the range creep, or the siege creep. Those give you the most XP, and since you got the double XP bounty, was it 1.5 XP now? 1.85 XP. You use it on that, so you get the most bang for your buck. I promise you. I promise. This is also stuff you can learn by watching programs. As you said you were watching the TI. So your team's over here. Wow. You should TP in here. Yeah, okay, you're moving towards. Sven popped his ult. You could focus him. Okay. You stayed on the back lines. I like how you did this. You maneuvered this fight. You run away. Okay. Yeah, that was really well played. Oh, nice juke. That was really well done. Now, you do not throw that shackle shot. That gives away your location. Okay, so you maneuvered around this fight really well. You initiated well. You guys got the kill on the Sven. Then you ran away. You disengaged really well, and you juked out the Bloodseeker. Now you're standing here. You don't need to stand here. Your Viper's dying here. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't sacrifice your life as the mid laner, one of the most important heroes in the team. You do not sacrifice your life for the Viper because you might not even save him and you might die too. So you did that right by not engaging, but you don't need to stand here. You saw the Bloodseeker run down here. You can start moving this way. You can start going over here to the creep wave. As long as you have a TP, and you know the Spearbreaker is over here, you can go farm. You can go farm this wave and start going camp to camp here. You know their big damage dealers are both dead, and the Bloodseeker is over here farming. You don't throw that shadow shot, gives you away your location. You just move over here to the creeps and go. Sure, there's an observer ward, but you don't know that. So that's the play. Either you do that or you get back and defend this tower. I mean, it's not being pushed. So, okay, actually, you either go to these creeps right here, or you go to this camp, you TP to this shrine, and you hit these camps over here. The reason I say you go over here is because you could farm these, you could hit these two. This Bloodseeker has no rupture. He's not going to be able to kill you. If he comes on you, you just TP. You have a TP. So you either go here, do these. You could hit these creeps. Go here, hit these creeps when they come down. But throwing that power shot for no reason, none of the heroes are low enough that it's going to do anything. Unnecessary. Wait, were you throwing it at the Ricky? No. Oh, wait, were you? Let me see. No, you weren't. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, as I said, those are the two things you should be doing over there. Okay, so you blink away. Alright, so you do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So you're wasting time. You need to be farming. Farming efficiency is going to be the most important thing for you to raising your MMR right now. Also, I think so far I've seen your farming efficiency and your early game CS. Your CSing in lane is going to be I think are the two biggest things for you to work on in order to raise your MMR. Your decision making is not terrible. Obviously, nobody's is perfect, and it gets better with just playing the game. I like this play right here. No detection. Oh, you have a Shadow Blade? Oh, what? Did you ever? Oh, what happened there? Okay. Okay, good. You maneuvered yourself around that fight perfectly. It was just a good fight. Fight from your team. Now you push the tower. Take this tower. You guys have the advantage. This guy's not going to stop you. He might throw his blood right, but you should be okay. Yeah, that's good. You're outside of the range. Good, good, good. Now you recognize that he's got the Radiance, so you are probably going to go for the Bloodthorn. I see you got the Bloodthorn queued up. That is good. Well, that is good. That's good. That's a good choice, especially since they cast a lot of spells. And with the crit, you're going to be great on this Sven. What's Sven talent did he take? He didn't take the evasion, but the evasion, there's the natural evasion from the Bloodseeker Radiance. I don't know where you were going there. You could have just kept hitting this tower, hit the racks, Good. You got to back up. Okay. Throw your shackle. Throw a shackle. Oh no, he's BKB. Run. That's good. 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 Gotta take the rune. Now go back to farming. You should grab this rune, this double damage here. Okay, you got your ore. Good. That's good. Okay, let's see. Is this where you don't pop the double damage? Yeah. Okay. Alright. One, you didn't pop the double damage, you said that in your post. Okay? But, other things you didn't do right. You didn't have Windrun on cooldown. You knew it's highly unlikely that you kill this man with 3,500 health. Just with the duration of your shackle. 3.5 seconds. Not going to happen. Maybe with the DD rune, maybe. Okay? Now, you pop the DD rune, you need to have one run off cooldown. You have one run off cooldown, he pops all that shit, he wastes his ult, and you kill him, most likely. If not, you were able to run away safely. That's just one of those things you need to notice. It's just game awareness. Comes with playing the game. You just gotta play the game, dude.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Actually, have to go to dinner soon.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower.
So they're gonna push, defend as well. They're gonna go for Roche. Yeah, they go for Roche. So you guys can't get this. Where do you go? Now, use your Midas. I wouldn't go there. You need to use your Midas though. You guys don't want to fight in the Aegis here. You need to get back. Okay, you got the Ricky. That's his mistake. But you guys need to get back. You don't want to come off the high ground to fight without your... Okay, did you use your Midas? Yeah, you did. Without clear pick off someone out of position or your team. But you don't want to fight off the high ground into an Aegis, Sven Aegis especially with him being this farmed compared to the rest of the game. You're just running around. Hit some creeps, dude. Hit some creeps. You can hit this. You can hit these. As long as you don't go across the river, you're good. What the hell is this? Weird. Okay. See, I don't know why you don't blink for runes, because if somebody happens to be, you're donezo. Run to the rune. If you have to blink out, blink out. Don't blink in. It'll save you. I guarantee you're going to die. If you keep blinking in like that, you're going to die many times from that. What? Wait, why were you there? So you win run in, and then you're just... What? What was this? What are you chasing? Oh, the are you going after the courier? No. You never go into their jungle blind like that, ever. Never go into their jungle blind like that unless you're an invisible hero. Even with that, I wouldn't go without a gem. That's just a mistake right there. That happens. That's something you can avoid. Make the game a little easier. So now you've had this orchid for a while. You need to farm. You need to keep your item progression going. Now, if you look at the net worth, you are third, but you're significantly behind. Well, Ricky was mid, but he doesn't count because he's terrible. Okay, that's a good movement. Wow, that was a really good fight. Let's see what you do here. Who did you? All these heroes here, on a squishy hero like the Bloodseeker, the Ricky, do not use your ult. Save it for something bigger. Save it for the Sven or something later. I know it's short cooldown, but say the Sven reinitiates there. If you're able to win run and use your focus fire, I think he dies. You don't need to. You have all those people there for one hero. They're gonna kill him no matter what. Okay, I like this. You're pushing. Good. You're pushing the wave. You're not using your blink. You're now go to these creeps. Hit these camps. Hit these camps. Okay, now you kill that wave. Come back and hit these camps. Come back and hit these camps, or go to your team fight. You don't just stand there. Okay, you get to the team fight. Good. You hit the shrine. That's good. That's good. Keep going with the team. They're 4 down. What do you guys have to be afraid of? It's a Ricky. Hit the tower. Okay, you're low. Okay. Top shrine or something? Come on. You're gonna go all the way back to base to heal up. Okay, you got your Bloodthorn. Good. Now this is when you should fight. This is when you're really strong. You should be able to kill almost anybody. Now there's just a constant sandstorm going on there for some reason. You just fuck off. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. You're level 25. You took 30% cooldown reduction. I guess that's okay. And with your Midas, I guess it's alright. So is this the last item you get? Yeah. So let's see what happens. So Roche is up. I would, for you guys, I would push up the lanes, try to get a pick or two, and then go Roche. They take the Roche. Okay, so what you do, I would wait for them to make a mistake. They're going to try to push with this. They know they're in a bind here. They sort of need to make something happen. Let's see. Push? Yeah, they push. Well, they just keep the waves pushed in. Your line should not be there. Your Sven should not be there. Yeah, that's just not good. Okay, we're gonna take a quick look at this fight here. Your positioning at the start is where it all went wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little farther. Okay, so he's farming there. You got your Sven who's gonna initiate. He's gonna initiate. You blink in. You kill the Sven. You don't use Windrun until way too late. It's way too late at that point. And then you try to go on the Spirit Breaker. It's way too late. Your reaction time is way too late on that Windrun. Right now is when you need to use Windrun. Not like he's not gonna be able to hit you. You need to use Windrun way earlier, and you win that fight. Okay, so you buy back. Okay, power shot keeps going. Okay, do not stand in it. Power shot. There we go. This is where you could... Sven's dead. You can make an aggressive blink here. You got the Viper to back you up. Actually, never mind. Your heroes are dead. You're doing the right thing here. Okay, you guys chase down that Spirit Breaker. No detection. You need to farm. Just keep farming. The more items you get, the better off. You need to hit these creeps. You need to be hitting these creeps. You can't just keep walking back and forth. Your movements aren't efficient enough, and that's causing you to lose farm. See, now you're going to push out this wave. Good. But you need to go back. You need to hit these creeps over here. Hit these creeps over here. What are you going to do? You're just going to walk around? If your team's not planning this smoke, you need to be farming. Hit the creeps. Hit the creeps. Hit the creeps. Don't hit the creeps. There we go. Good, good. That was a good play. Good movement. For sure. Now hit the creeps. Hit the creeps. Hit the creeps, dude. You could easily be a top net worth hero in this game if you just hit the creeps. Okay, good blink. Okay, good. That's a good engagement. You guys are just out playing them now. You're moving as 5. Your heroes are stronger. You finally have a net worth lead. Now you go hit buildings, hit buildings, hit buildings, kill heroes, hit buildings, hit buildings. Good. Objectives. Kite him around. He stands there. Good, good, good. And that's... I don't know how you takes 8 more minutes to win this game. Okay, good. Good game. That's a good win. If you look at those little things you could do better, you could farm better. Your movements need a little bit more efficient. You need to take fights in better places. I think you can really escalate your farm a lot, as well as your itemization. I think that's all you need. If you have any questions, just message me. If you want me to coach one of your games, really help you as you go through the game. And if you want to talk in Discord or something, just let me know, and I can give you some tips on how to improve your last hitting. If you have any questions, just please let me know.